Hello, you. It's Geeks Ascending time, and I'm joined as usual by Susan over there, and I'm Lee over here.
Hello.
Um, this week we are discussing an eight-part TV drama from this year, which was a spin-off from the highly acclaimed Batman movie, which happened a couple of years ago, starring Robert Pattinson. Um, we are talking the HBO series The Penguin. Starring the Irish actor Colin Farrell as in the main role. Um, and it's set, I think it's two weeks or so after the movie. Um, and it's the rise of the Penguin in the gangster world of Gotham. So we'll go over to Susan with our opening thoughts on the Penguin.
Yeah, this isn't as sort of in many ways as colorful as the penguin is in other things. But
Mm,
in this one he is, I mean, Oswald Cobb,
mm,
Oz Cobb is so interesting. He's like uh he's like a fantastic mafioso. I mean, this is really, I've been watching a little bit of the Tulsa King and a little bit about mobsters, and a lot about the mob in Massachusetts and the Patriarca family and the Winter Hill gang and stuff like that. And this is really a lot like that. It talks a lot about this. It talks about a certain sort of area of Gotham that is completely horrible, and then it also talks about like the way that the Penguin wants to create a wealthy area for himself
mhm.
and for his protege, who is, just a cool character. And I mean, I got so much compassion for this character. I mean, what,
Victor.
uh,
Mm,
Victor, yeah. Oh my gosh, played by Renzi Feliz. Oh my gosh, Victor Aguilar. Oh my gosh, it's just like, this character has a devastating family life and is tapped to actually get pushed forward in in life by Oswald, and you just know that it's going to be hard for them, and it's just really wonderful. And then the depth of depravity of the Falcone family. I mean, talk about like sort of naming a thing after like the Gambinos or whatever, or the Capones in Chicago. It's like that. It was really, really amazing. And then, you know, uh there was it was really cool. It's a really cool story uh about what powerful people in Gotham are the villains in Gotham are, what their power structure and struggles look like. and I really enjoyed that. And so I'm gonna throw it back to Lee because, yeah,
Well, you know me, I'm one of the biggest Batman fans going. Um,
you
yeah,
are true.
he yes, he wasn't in in the TV series because yeah, he shouldn't have been anyway. This was about the Penguin, um, but when it was announced of the movie that Colin Farrell would be playing the Penguin in the movie, which I liked, um, and he wasn't in the movie that much, so you didn't really get to see this character develop. But in this series, you do. Now, let me just say one thing here. I don't rate, I've never rated Colin Farrell as a good actor.
You haven't. I
I
know
haven't.
that.
I haven't. But it's taken this characterization and all the prosthetics to create this character. And I've really got to give a big thumbs up to Colin Farrell about this because you totally forget who's behind that mask. And the character came so real. And I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if his name comes up for some nominations for what is it? The TV? Is it the Emmys or the Golden Globes or stuff like that? Um,
Yeah, Emmys, exactly.
yeah, because he blew it away in this series. Um, but as I say, there was no Colin Farrell there,
I know.
so
It,
it's
it was
it,
it was Oswald Cobb all the way.
Cobb as well. I wasn't. I know they changed the name in the movie and they've kept that name in this TV, but to me, it's always going to be Oswald Cobblepot. Um,
Cobblepot?
that's the Penguin's name, Oswald Cobblepot.
Go.
But they changed the name for the movie and the TV series to Cobb because they
Huh.
thought it was a bit more grounded.
Huh.
But yeah, but to me, it's Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin. Um,
Oh, okay.
as you say, yeah, because we're all used to the Burgess Meredith characterization in the campy '60s show, which was amazing.
Exactly.
Uh, but then you get the
Oh, that's
uh,
so cool.
yeah, classic cult characterization. Then you get the amazing portrayal from Danny DeVito in Batman Returns, which is a lot darker.
Uh-huh.
And then we stay dark with this one. Um,
But the
and I think
penguin hasn't been overdone.
no, not
This
not
is
really.
like this is the third I like yeah, you're right. Like this is like the third big
Fourth,
penguin thing.
I think fourth live action because we did have one in the Gotham TV series as well,
Oh, all right.
in a younger version. But
Okay.
yeah, it's not been overdone. Not like the Joker and stuff like that. The characters are what they always seem to use. This one I do like. Yeah, in the comics, in the later comics, not the earlier '60s comics, because that's where you got the Burgess Meredith characterization from. But in the later comics, he is sort of a gangland gun running boss who runs the city from his penthouse above the iceberg lounge which he owns.
Hmm.
um, but this is I just love the way he was, as the story says, a driver for the Falcons. Then he plays the Falcons, he plays the Maronis, he plays the Tong, is it the Tongs,
Yeah.
the Tongs and all the other gangs in the city. He plays them all and he gets
He
away with
plays
it.
Vinny.
Yeah. He, yeah, he even played his sidekick Vincent there. But you've got great supporting actors in this. I mean, anything with Clancy Brown gets a big thumbs up from me because he is an amazing actor. playing Salvatore Moroni.
Yeah.
Um, and then you get
Oh
in
my gosh.
flashback you get what's the actor's name? The English actor. I'm looking down here now. Oh, playing Falcone. What's his name? He's been in such a character actor. Uh, Mark Strong. He's been in plenty of movies.
Oh yeah.
Um, you know, superhero movies, villains. He plays loads of villains, does Mark Strong. Um, but in this one, he's playing Cameron Falcone. And then, as you say, the family of the Falcones. Wow, what a setup for
Hmm.
Sophia once she
Oh yeah.
realizes who the real hangman is. All the
Huh.
family turn against her and send her to Arkham Asylum for 10 years.
Huh.
And how she's treated badly in that
Yep.
situation.
Yep.
But
Yep.
that experience made her into what she is now.
Yeah.
A ruthless bitch.
Yeah.
Um, and then you also got in this, and I've got to say, I was blown away by this portrayal as well, by Ozzy's mother,
Francis.
Francis Cobb. Yeah, Deirdre O'Connell. What a portrayal of someone suffering with dementia, Parkinson's, um, Lewy body dementia thing. It, you could just see the deterioration in her, and then what, remembering her living in the past, and the way her body shakes, and then she comes all back to normal. She remembers this, she remembers that. A great portrayal,
Yeah.
um, and to learn into the final few episodes, she knew what Oz had done.
Yeah.
She knew. Wow. What a mother.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say I've always liked when they portray Gotham as dirty, gritty, gothic, because that's how it should be. Because
Yeah.
the Batman is supposed to be the stuff of nightmares for those villains.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be dark and not comic like Adam West, but still fun show. But it
Yeah.
shouldn't be like it should be dark, gritty, gangster like. Um,
Hmm. Well,
Tim Burton.
this really was like sort of a slice of life almost because of
Yeah,
the realism of the the gang mentality of this. It was fantastic that way.
yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, it was real.
true. Yeah, yeah. It, I mean, okay. You've got to remember this is a characterization of a comic book villain, the Penguin, who
But
is
you don't
called.
get that. You don't get him being comic bookish. It's
But
just
you do,
it's this one's
but you do,
very much like. Go ahead.
but you get the waddle. You get the waddle because he was
Uh
waddling.
huh.
You
Uh
get you
huh.
get the umbrella. He has an umbrella.
Okay.
Uh, Also, as well, at the end of the series. He's Dickie Bow, black suit, white, top, and a top hat. There's
Okay.
the Penguin.
All
I mean,
right.
even
But
the facial features as well, with the eyebrows are bushying up, that just like a penguin, and the beak of the nose, like the penguin should be. That's
but
how.
the aspects of the physicality are there, but
Uh,
the I mean there wasn't sort of a I mean it was it was more like The Sopranos than it was like uh Justice League or Justice League Dark or Batman animated. It was more like The Sopranos. I you gotta see that. It's
Yeah,
got it was that
because
gritty.
it went down the gangster route.
I know, and that was so good. That was
Yeah,
so accurate.
but for me, I could still see the character of the Penguin there.
Okay.
Uh, they didn't overdo it. They didn't overdo the umbrella. They didn't overdo the top hat, but
No.
it was there. He'd worn them. The long coats. And the more he was with his leg brace, made him walk like that, like a penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which yeah, I buy that. Um, but yeah, it it is the penguin of later comics because that image of that face is used in comics just like that, just really
Okay.
rough looking, scarred, um, beak like, and they've got that down to a T. I mean, what was
Okay.
it Colin Farrell said? 4 hours in the makeup chair for that.
Oh my
That
gosh, that's amazing.
because it just wasn't the fit; it was the bodysuit and everything, wasn't it?
Hmm.
4 hours, and he said about 45 minutes to get out of it. I bet he couldn't wait. But,
Well, it
yeah,
was it was very it was very true to life. If if any of the other TV shows about the mafiosos, about the LCN or whatever, a Sicilian life or whatever, if any of those are true, like The Godfather, if any of those things are accurate, like these, like Goodfellas, then this one is like that, and it's got that. The only thing different, like the reason I called it like The Sopranos, is because it's a fictitious uh gangs gang, but it's a real it's a real attribute. I mean, they used real attributes,
I mean,
and that was
what-
cool to me. I was blown away.
one of the characters in this as well. I don't know whether it's supposed to be or not. The doctor who was having bondage sex with Sophia.
Uh-huh.
Doctor was it Doctor Rush?
Yeah,
I forgot
Dr. Rush.
the Rush. I don't know whether or not he is supposed to be another Batman villain. Um, because I got the vibes off just watching him the way he was. I thought, man, that is he the Scarecrow?
Huh.
You know, because with the he gets involved in the drugs and the psych, the therapy of going into your hypnotizing and memory. Um, but I just got a funny feeling that he was may have been the character of the Scarecrow with a different name because that's not the name of the Scarecrow's character. Well, you know what
Okay.
these shows are like by changing people's names. Um, yeah, it was just an amazing thing. I mean, was it 8 episodes, and nearly every episode was about an hour long.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was. It
It
just
flew by.
flew by. Yeah, and for me, there was two twists at the end for me. I don't know about you. Was the sad ending of when the Penguin says family always let you down, and he kills Victor
Uh-huh.
because you get to feel for Victor.
You
He's
really do.
a down and out kid, lost all his family in the flood,
Yep.
Uh, Penguin takes him under his wing sort of, so-called wing, and uses him, and then gets rid
Yep.
without. I think that I never saw coming. I don't know about you.
I didn't.
Um, and then the other twist at the end is where Sophia's back in the asylum. She gets a letter from her half sister, Selena Kyle. As if you're a fan of the Batman world, you know who Selena Kyle is.
No, I don't know.
Meow,
Oh, Catwoman.
Catwoman.
Oh wow.
Uh, I don't know if that's setting up for the next Batman movie. I don't know because we had her in the first one. So is she returning for the second one? Is Sophia Falcone going to be in the movie? And this is what the way these companies do it now, isn't it? You have a movie, TV series, then a movie, uh, all interconnecting.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
they took that from the MCU.
yeah.
They finally are able to create a universal sort of appeal.
Mm.
It's very good. I'm proud of DC for getting their ducks in
I think,
order, their
I
penguins
think,
in order.
yeah, I think this is the first DC TV series that they've got right.
Oh,
There's been many before on the CW,
yeah.
but to me, this one felt right. The others
Well,
sort of fell flat after.
well, it's because Lee. Just to psychoanalyze my co-host here,
Go on.
the reason that this is more accurate is because this is about a villain, and you enjoy those stories more than you enjoy the ones about the heroes. Am I right?
Well, this is why I'm a big Batman fan, but it's the fans of the villains I go for. Because
Mm-hmm.
without the villains, Batman's nothing.
I
Without
know.
without the villains, James Bond is nothing. You know
Uh
what I
huh.
mean? This is why these actors always love to play the villains because if you get the
Uh
villain in a Bond movie or a Batman movie, Spider-Man movie, whatever,
huh.
you know you know you've made it.
Uh huh.
It's the best part to play in a movie, isn't it? The villain,
Uh huh.
and
Yeah.
usually it's a British actor who plays.
Or an Irish actor.
Well, British, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Colin
So,
Farrell. Anyway, that's
mm,
fun. It is really enjoyable that they uh that they are focusing in. They've been focusing in on the villains. Like the Gotham series was very much villain centric,
yes, it was, yeah.
and so I think that they've and I think that when they turn that corner from trying to create all the energy from the heroes,
Mm,
that's when they started figuring out what's different about DC. And DC is, I mean, even the name of the comic book company, Detective Comics, it's got to have some sort of ring of darkness to it, right?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I've
Yeah.
always been a DC fan. Always.
Yeah.
I've always preferred DC over Marvel. Don't get me wrong, I do like Spider-Man, the main one like that. But for me, DC for me.
Hmm.
Um, it's just the
Yeah.
characters spring out the page more.
Yeah. All right.
But
The this one, I because I've just been like steeping in all the mobster stuff. I just think that this was so accurate. This was
uh
so stinking true to life and down to earth. I mean, it was real, and it was really gritty, and the realism and the grit and the I mean, it was not beautiful. It was definitely just uh you know, it was like when you're walking home and suddenly in front of your building you see two huge rats and you're like, great. And you're just like, that's home. I mean, you got to fight these buggers, and that's it's just so gritty.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
totally agree. Totally agree with you. I mean, this is where for me that the Christopher Nolan movies, the Dark Knight movies failed for me because it was missing the grit, the dirt, the darkness. Because the cities it was set in was clean and the streets were clean,
Christine, yeah,
and it
yeah,
just didn't feel or look like Gotham. It's got to be down and out, dirty, where the villains
yep,
lurk in the dark.
yep,
And this
yep,
this
yep,
this, this series got it off to a T. Um,
yep.
and
Agreed.
so I've got to tip my hat to all the actors in this. They did a really great job. Um, and as I've said earlier, Colin Farrell uh, surprised me, really did.
But you're never gonna hate him again. I just think that's fun. I think it's really
Ah,
great when an
um,
actor creates a character that you like so much that your opinion of their ability and your opinion of their reality changes. That's
I,
super cool.
to be honest, I think the costume, the face, the prosthetics made him act more, made him better, brought it out
I just
more. You know what I mean?
I just think that the writing was so good. I
Yeah,
like I was saying, I absolutely 100% you know felt this on a
yeah, but I'll tell you something. Maybe coming in the new year, I can still hit on Colin Farrell. Don't you worry about that. I've just said,
uh
I'm just saying, this piece of work he appeared in, maybe
okay,
his best performance I've seen.
okay,
Yeah, and that's
all
saying
right,
something.
yeah, that is because he's done an awful lot.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about the Penguin?
uh no, it was fantastic. I just loved it. I just think it's so good,
Yeah, it's
and
Asian
I
series.
can't wait for more
Well,
like this.
I don't think there's going to be another Penguin series. Because I think it's
You
setting
don't
it
think
up.
so?
I think it's setting it up for the next movie. Because
Okay.
at the end of it, there's the bat signal in the sky,
There is the bat signal in the sky. I did notice that.
and as I said, nothing's going to
Okay.
stop you now. Nothing can stop you now, and then all of a sudden the bat signal's in the sky. But yeah, great series. I enjoyed it. I was dubious to begin with because of the actor, but he pulled it off.
Yep.
So, so
So
what's your
for me,
final
so
say on
for
that?
me, I'll give it 10 of those little those little shards of red drugs out of 10. Um
Um,
I thought it was real. I thought it was true. I thought it had a lot of cool characterizations. And I haven't gotten that far into The Sopranos, like 2 episodes in, but I'm going to keep going because that's my next thing. And this just pushes me that way. And so good. And so yeah, I like the Penguin a lot.
Cool.
And I think that anybody who likes stuff about that the underworld, the mafiosos and stuff will really love this show. And back over to you, Lee.
Uh, well, it's going to be 10 golden teeth out of 10. Uh, as you've seen the character of the penguin, gold teeth,
Yeah,
that adds to the character. Yeah, it's amazing, amazing show. Um, but it blew me away, and so did the penguin. He blew quite a few people away, didn't he?
quite a few.
Quite a
High
few, yeah.
body count.
So yeah, that's our little review of the TV series The Penguin. We both enjoyed it, as you can tell. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you guys, have you seen it? Have you watched it? Let us know. Leave a comment on this video below. Let us know what you thought of the series. You'll find
And
this video.
and 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 if you're and if you're around and you'd like to watch another one of our reviews about another villain, we reviewed one about Morbius, who's like a Doctor Who villain on audio heads. And so, yeah, these are another good one.
Oh yeah, yeah. As I said, just leave the message below on this video. You'll find it on all the social media platforms. What are up there these days? X and Facebook and Insta and stuff like that. We're all there. And if you'd like to join us as well on these little things we do, the little get-togethers, leave a message on the video. We'd like to join. All we ask is that you're 18 and over, because some of the things we watch on review are 18 rated. That's better to be safe than sorry. You just need a working camera and microphone on the device you use, and we'll have you in. So I think that's it. Oh no, one more thing. On our YouTube channel, please press the subscribe button and you'll get the bell notification every time we put up a video. So that's it. That's our get together for this weekend, Susan. You enjoy it?
Hi, Dad. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah. We usually debate what we're going to talk of next time and all like that, but we're on the same sort of wavelength, me and Susan. So we'll come up
Yeah.
with something. We'll come up with something good for the next few weeks. We'll surprise you. So
Yeah.
until next time, guys. Please be safe. Bye for now.